So it's got something to do with Dewa.
Good vibes.
Oh yeah.
Vibes? Good Dewa. Yeah, good vibes, I guess. You could say that. What
You're
about it?
giving me good.
What about it? Alright, sorry.
No.
It's very related to Sage's text.
Yeah. They just, they can't get past aspiring for their own happiness.
Alone.
So, mainly they can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Name two things which are presented by the detailists as being ultimate reality that the sutrists would describe as deceptive reality.
Oh boy.
Tibetan and English, I guess. Yeah. Two things presented. Oh yeah. Took me a minute.
Huh?
Oh.
Good. Right?
Yeah,
Duchen Chame.
right, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, atomic particles and
That's right. Duchen Chame. What about, what's the Chame mean?
Partless,
Yeah,
partless
Chame.
atoms.
Yeah, great. Yeah, partless, great. Yeah.
but what's the other thing?
Yeah.
Something about changing.
Oh, I think I remember. What was it supposed to be?
Subtle. Subtle and
Oh,
particles.
oh, Dumache.
Yeah, too much. Yeah.
Thanks for saying it that way, by the way.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Existing things which are not produced.
What's the difference between the way the detailists and sutrists describe non-communicating form? One is physical.
No, they're both physical, but one is. The Abhidharmas thinks it's physical, but the sutras think it's subtle or something. Physical but subtle.
It's something more mystical.
Don't look at me.
Yeah. It's like.
It's like Tuchen or something, right? The mystical.
No, it's just like called soup. It's like. It's just.
It's just called that.
Yeah, it's just called soup. He says.
Okay.
Yeah, sort of a magic. Yeah, with Takbe soup. All right, that's all right. Let's go. I'm good. You're the boss. Take it. Yay! Hooray!
Yeah, here's what they say. Kuntakbe soup.
Kuntakbe.
It's just called.
Yeah.
It's just called from. It's just something they made up. Okay.
Oh yeah.
The cosmic aura thing that the Vaibhashika believe, right? When you take vows, they adhere to you in a cosmic aura, which could be seen by an enlightened being or something. And the second school says, that's just, they just made that up. Okay.
What's the Tibetan for non-communicating form? Yeah. Nampartik J.
Mayan basic.
Yeah, cool.
Non. You good?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go back to reality.
None of the dogpa.
We're at a big.
Yeah. We should.
Rarely do we get to celebrate a new section in his text. So I think we're gonna. Which is
Word.
Semtampa.
I wish you well, sir.
Yes, it's the word only school.
By the way, this is where Ben Kramer disproves wordsmith. Yay!
Yay, we'll see. Not yet. Maybe by the end.
But you have 8 arguments you can use on him.
None of them.
None of them true.
You can, right, you can use near me.
Okay, please read.
Sumpa semtsam be lukla shi.
Nice sheet.
Seni dradun yewa dukdao.
Translate.
Here comes the third section on the Buddhist schools,
Yep.
which is the section on the mind only school.
Right.
It's going to have 4 sections, which will be the definition of a mind only, or the name of the meaning of the name mind only, the divisions of the mind only school, and what they actually think.
Good. Okay, here's the definition. Here we go.
Tampo ni chi dun ke milen ching rang rik so ngopo den dup tu ke lembe tek cheng gi tup da mawe kansakte sem sampe tseni.
Good. The definition of a person in the mind-only school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't accept.
First of all, they're consac.
Okay. No. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they're consags.
They're a person. And you know, normally a definition is quite tight. You know, every single word has to have a purpose.
Yeah.
So they're a person, and they follow a school of philosophy, which is Tekchen.
Really?
Yeah, so schools 3 and 4 are Mahayana, schools 1 and 2 are Hinayana. Okay.
And you specifically clarified between people who are Tekchen Tupta or people who are Tekchen Tupta Mawa.
Well, that's a big subject.
Yeah, well, he
If they have love, then they're a Mahayana person. That's different from Mahayana. Yeah. Okay. And then it gets into their beliefs. Chidun Kemilen.
they don't accept outer objects.
They don't accept outer objects. Well, don't they accept blue?
But it's
not
not
as an outer
really out there.
Yeah. When you see blue, you're watching a seed for blue open in your refrigerator.
Yeah.
Okay. In consciousness number
8.
8. Okay. And they also accept Rangring.
At perception, this time it means perceiving your own mind.
Yeah, they believe that the mind can perceive itself. So really, for mind only, you've got these, I don't know if 3 or 4, there are 5 big things I can think of right away. They believe the blue is in the refrigerator, right? They accept the 3 qualities of things, Shenwang, Yongdup, and whatever the other one is. They accept apperception, that the mind can see itself. They accept, so outer objects, and they accept 8 consciousnesses, and something else comes to mind.
Thing popping up on she.
Oh yeah, they accept that names don't apply to things automatically. Okay, yeah. And his text didn't get into some of those, because Tsongkhapa was only treating the most difficult points. And he actually doesn't explain the easy parts of the mind-only school, which is his style. Okay, he only goes for the hard stuff. Okay, so anyway, Rangrik Sok, Ngopo Dendup to Kelen. They believe that.
Working things truly exist.
Meaning what?
They're functionalists.
They do what they do because,
Because of their own power.
yeah, they have that quality inside them. Fire burns you because it has heat,
Inside it.
and it's inherent in fire.
Yeah.
You couldn't have fire without heat.
How could you believe in that in a kunshi that the seeds are
I
right?
think
Yeah.
you do it because you believe that the kunchi is self-existent.
But I throw something at you. I challenge you.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I don't see the connection between the Sok and the Ngupo.
Yeah.
Does that mean he's saying that working things exist really from something inside? Aspen works because there's something deep in it,
Uh-huh.
right? That would be a very mind-only school to say. How many schools are called Ngumao?
3.
3. First 3 schools believe that when things do something, there's something inside of them that does it.
Yeah.
They believe that. Fire is hot because of something inside the fire, not because you had the karma to feel it as hot.
Yeah.
Okay. Why does he link that to?
Yeah.
Why does he link it to the ability of the mind to see the mind in a single moment, millisecond? Self-awareness. They say they have a special belief that their self-awareness is possible. When you perceive your mind thinking, it's simultaneous. You and the mind are simultaneous. You are not watching a thought that was thunk a millisecond ago. You are real time thinking your thoughts in real time. They believe that. And the higher school doesn't believe it. Okay.
Is he linking it though? It doesn't seem like he's
But
linking
why
it.
would he, yeah, why didn't he say blue, or why did he specifically pick something that the other schools don't agree to? You know, I don't know. You gotta figure it out.
So he's
You,
saying
by the way, you might start with
So you
checking the
think-
carving.
Rangrik is the right, yeah, is
Okay.
is example of a ngopo.
Exactly, that's what he's saying. But maybe he's just trying to rub it in the other guy's
Like
face.
wrong,
I
right?
don't know. Yeah, exactly.
Well, he doesn't
Yeah.
repeat.
But I don't know why he does that, because it doesn't seem.
Great.
It
yeah.
seems kind of a bad form if the guy you're talking to might not accept language.
Yeah,
Okay.
might have liked to see Sok
Okay.
at the end.
So let's go look at the carving. But
Yeah, sure.
if he did say that, he's just trying to be cute.
Okay.
Okay.
Geshe-la, so
Yeah.
I'm a little
With you.
confused by the grammar, because isn't
Yeah.
it saying, first of all, they don't accept outer objects, and they do accept apperception, etc.
And other functioning things as existing really from the inside.
Really? Is that what it's saying?
Yeah, that's what it's saying.
Okay.
To stretch it out, he's saying rang rik la so pe nam tempar du kelen.
There's a
And
pay.
our author has shortened it. Yeah.
It's not saying Rangrik as and so and as well as other things.
Yeah. Do you put a dung between sok and ngupo? That's what you're questioning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It would be nice if he had,
Right.
but he
Yeah.
didn't.
Okay.
So the sentence became much more complicated.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, that's all. That's the definition. His definition is they don't accept outer objects. They do accept self-awareness. And they do believe that things that do something because there's something inside of them that makes them do something, and not because there's a seed opening up in your mind and projecting it onto them. Okay. Kilometer Dupta. Anyone who professes, right, Mawa.
Yeah.
Mawa is perfectly professor. That's the definition of mind-only school. Now, the second category he promised us was Jardin.
Yeah. was
Why
the-
are they called
Mind
mind only? Which is kind of sexy. I mean, hopefully he's going to clarify some misconceptions about mind only. Okay, here please read.
Nipani chi de me ching kam sumbo sem ki dagni sam du mawane me mawena
Yeah.
sem samba namrik pa shejala ming shen num jor chebawa she kyang jedo.
Good.
Cool.
Why are they called mind only?
Mm-hmm.
They say chidunme.
Yeah, outer objects don't exist.
Yeah, and that the three realms of existence are nothing more than samtu. Are nothing more than-
an entity of the mind.
Dagni can mean a combination of, right?
Oh.
A combination of the three realms. The three realms are an entity within the mind. You can say that, yeah. They are an entity made of mind.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Samki Dagni,
Oh yeah, they're kind of like one with the mind.
made of mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole three realms,
Yeah.
meaning everything in them also,
Okay. And that's why they're.
are nothing more than samtu. You got to get that correct.
Yeah. And that's why they're called Samsung, and that's why they're called Nam.
Exactly. That's why they're called, what's Samtamba?
Chittamatra.
Mind only school. But it's also why they're called,
Vijnanavadan.
yeah, mentalists.
Uh-huh.
They're called mentalists because they think that all the three realms of existence
Yeah.
are nothing but the substance of the mind. Okay?
Uh-huh. And another name.
And, yeah, good. And by the way, they have he just throws this in as an aside.
Yeah.
By the way, they have another name, which is,
Yogacara Naldrachapa.
yeah, yoga charya. Okay?
It's a Dhamma Geshe.
Chara or
Is it-
Charya.
It's Chara or Charya.
Chara?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Anyway, those who, the followers of deep practice, Yogacharya, okay? Followers of deep practice. Cool. And we had in words text, the first few pages that I gave you or didn't give you yet, I don't know. Did you get a book from Nick yet? No. His translation. Oh, I printed a copy for everybody. You got it? Oh, it's coming, I guess.
Here's Greek, so
Say again?
Greek, so
Oh, okay, so that is supposed to be like that. He's made a controversial choice of Wumpos.
yeah.
Okay,
Brutal.
they're also called Yogacharya, okay? Those who follow deep practice, okay? He doesn't go into why they're called practice.
Yeah.
But we had 4 different levels of deep practice, and I think that's why they're called that.
I double checked.
In his book, which you can read at your leisure when you get it.
Not
We,
for leisure.
it's being printed now, and you will get a copy. Okay.
He gave us a bonus category.
Oh.
Senshi before the Senyi.
Yeah,
Multiple
good.
Examples of mind onlyers.
Read it.
Senshi ni Nyan Choklang Chijaknam. So some classical examples of mind onlyers.
Good.
Would be Master Vasubandhu, Master Dignaga, and Master Dharmakirti.
But aren't the last 2 sutrists?
They are sutrists who follow by logic and therefore are like mind onlyers who follow by scripture.
Yeah, the first person here, Vasubandhu,
Yeah.
is normally associated with the Abhidharma school, the first group. And the second person mentioned here and the third person mentioned here are normally associated with logic of the second school, but he gives them as examples of guys in the third school.
Almost screams louder who he didn't mention.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Go figure.
About Viveka.
Go figure. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Now we're going to divide that school into different sub-schools.
Yeah, Sumba de la Yena, Sansan Nam Dampa Tang.
I'm going to split here, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, good. Oh my god. 2 is good. Nam Zumba Ni.
Yeah. The divisions are mind-only people in the true aspect school and mind-only people in the false aspect school. Sub-school, okay? Sub-school called true aspect sub-school and false aspect, no, sub-school. He's going to explain it. Here we go.
Tsortongi Supzin, Wang Wei Nunsun, La Suprakpar, Nam La Ni, Nam Den Zun Ni Ki, Tsepa Shi Yimbe.
Let's read that much.
You're keeping it together, you split it?
I split it. Yep. Tsortong.
Yeah, a person who sees things coming at them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very beautiful word for a non-Arya. It's a very, because there's a couple of words, right? Chiba, a 2-year-old. I like it. I like the translation 2-year-old in American English because it means he's acting like a 2-year-old. It's kind of a put down. And Chiba is meant to be a put down, meaning a non-Arya. And they're also called Sosokyo, just a so-so person, okay, meaning nobody special, because Arya means special. Then here's a rarely used but very descriptive synonym for a non-Arya, which is incoming. It's almost like military artillery barrage. Incoming means shells are coming in, right? So they're called, stuff is incoming. They're called the incomingists. They think everything's coming this way, okay? So they're called the incomers. but they don't get income. It's income. Everything is incoming. Okay, it's a very cute name. I think it's very cool. So if you're an incomer, then if you're having a ngunsum of your wangpo, yeah, a direct sense perception, where you're holding something physical.
Maybe your wongo, right?
Okay.
Something physical, right? It looks to you.
And obvious. So we're not talking about, for example, the aura around a person who took vows. We're talking about, the blue of the sky, some kind of obvious sense object. When they appear to you, very obvious, gross examples of physical matter, when they appear to you, this is the sushi of the Namdembas and the Namzumbas. He shortened it. This is the tsupe shi for the Namdembas and the Namzumbas.
The debate, the basis of the debate.
Good. This is what they're arguing about. Okay, what?
Whether
When the blue appears to the consciousness, so one of them says false aspect. One of them says true aspect. Okay, what's that mean? It's coming up. Got it?
Yeah.
So what the two groups in his version of the mind-only school, what the two groups inside the mind-only school are fighting about is blue of the sky, something very obvious appearing to you.
specifically
Okay.
as by the wongo.
Yeah, like sense consciousness. Okay, here we go. Now, what's the difference between their two viewpoints about the blue? Here we go. Nam Zumbe.
Zumbe, de la, de tar nangwa, de nangwa tarma, dupan de la, nam dembe, de tar dupan parn de do.
What's it say? The false aspect sub-school of the mind-only school says that when it nangwa's like that, what?
Appears like that.
The blue sky. When the blue sky appears,
And looks like it's coming at you.
then it really, it doesn't exist in the way it appears. It doesn't, you could add the word really. It doesn't really exist the way it appears, okay? When blue appears to your visual consciousness, it's not what you think, okay? It's not what it seems to be, okay? And the other half of the mind-only school says, Drew,
It is.
it is what it appears to be. Okay? Got it?
Wow.
Okay. Now it gets psychedelic. And I have like 50 pages of notes. But anyway, here we go. Go ahead.
Nam demba la yang, sunzin, dong yang, gone chetsel, not so ni nepadong sun.
Yeah. This is cute. This took me a bit of time, as you may imagine. Yeah. Okay, the guys who think that the blue that appears to the awareness of blue, it has a true aspect, they divide it into three. They are divided into three groups, okay? Those who think that the object and the subject are 50-50, we don't know what. About what, we don't know yet. Okay, the 50-50ists, okay? Object and subject. Oh yeah, Changnam means equal percentage. Okay, here it took me a long time to figure it out.
Yeah, cool.
It took me a long time to figure it out. Equal percent, 50% and 50%. It's called equal numberists, but it means they both come up with this. The percentage of the object which is outside object and the percentage of the object which is the subject is about 50-50.
Okay.
They say equal. Okay, they're called the equalists. Then there's the Gongache guys. We had Gongache in somebody's text this morning. 4 kinds of birth.
We had it yesterday.
Oh, so sometimes it's put together as Gong, and sometimes it's split apart as Gonga, which is really weird. Okay, so Gonga, Gonga or Gong, as an adjective, Gongke. birth from an egg, gonke. But as an egg by itself, gonga, you split it, okay?
So go here is
It doesn't have a meaning.
okay.
Uh,
Going don't.
No,
Okay.
not that I'm aware of. You might be able to find something. Shem is chega,
Okay. This
half,
Half.
half, okay? Chetzel, I looked it up here, it means peace. It means half an eggshell. They are the half eggshell school, okay? They are the half eggshell school. By the way, he's gonna say they are 100% object and 0% subject, which makes them half eggshell. Okay, as opposed to the 50-50s. They are 100-0. The other guys are 50-50. Got it?
okay.
This, guess how long it took me to figure it out. Okay. And then there's the
Not so.
The other way around.
Nimepa. Yeah.
Did you say non-dual yet?
Could be non-dual. Let's go see let's see how he describes it. So these are three subcategories of one of the two subcategories of the mind-only school. Mind-only school splits into two, truthers and falsers. And the truthers say how much truth is there to objects. Some say 50%, some say 100%. Oh, sorry. Some say 50%, some say 100%, and some say it's a mix. It's a mix, okay?
Not so.
It's all mixed up, various, variegated. But you're going to see when we get to it. Here we go.
It's not mixed up. No.
So Nimaba, yeah, okay. But let's go see it. You won't fight with me about it. Deyang,
Deyang kadok tabo jinbe nikshe yi denzin beitse. Yubi ngune ngo ser sok mingawa re nam pa he ching. Yu cheng yi ngune kyang go ser sok mingawa re nam dendu ge parn de he na. Sung zin dong yang do.
yeah, and this kind of goes back to, what did we call that argument back in the old days? Patchwork,
Oh, patchwork.
Oh.
Trowel.
Yeah, the
Checkered.
the quilt.
Checkerboard.
checkerboard, quilt.
Uh-huh. So, well, we did it in this text. So
But it had another name, I don't remember.
the Italian restaurant table.
It's when you throw up spaghetti on a carpet that has all kinds of designs on it. How's that? Okay. So kado trao means an object which has multiple colors. You're looking at a carpet which has many colors woven into it. Okay. The jinbei nangshe ki, when your visual consciousness perceives that pattern, multicolored pattern, okay? And when during that time, now how much of what's happening from the object side and what's happening from the subject side? That's the debate. Yulkingune,
Uh,
To the face of the object.
well, from the object side, from the carpet side, these different, mindawa just means different colors, blue or yellow, etc. Okay. Each of them is being aimed at the eye, nambatepa, directed. Each of them is directing a color to the eye. Each color is expressing itself to the eye. Okay? And what about from the eye side? Yulchenkingune, from the eye consciousness side, it also is kye, is arising. The consciousness is arising, possessed of the different aspects of the blue and the yellow which are presented to it. So it's 50-50.
Wait, I'm sorry.
The carpet is showing colors, 50% of the reality of the situation. The carpet is sending colors to the eye, number tepa, and the eye is taking on an aspect of different colors from its side. So we can say that the reality here is coming 50% from the carpet and 50% from the eye.
And then, like the eye part, that's just kip, Dukkyeva? I mean,
Oh, the I consciousness
it has
is arising.
non
The I consciousness is coming into being,
non-den Dukkyeva.
possessing the separate aspects of the carpet's colors. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Weird.
Okay. Yeah. Therefore, and Dupina, because that's what they say,
Yeah.
we call them the Sungjin Tang Nyambas.
So it leads an equal holding of the both.
Yeah, good. Sungwa Dang Jimba.
Yeah. Okay.
Sungwa Dang Jimba. Very famous in the Vajrayogini. Sungjin vines of grasping in the grass. Okay? So it means the blue and the yellow that are in the carpet and the blue and the yellow awareness in the mind. The reality is coming 50-50. Okay? They're called 50-50 as they are one of the subgroups of the true aspectors.
Namdempa.
Okay, yeah, true aspectors. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
We're supposed to have two other kinds of true aspectors. Let's go. Here we go.
Yang yogi ngune ngo ser sok mindrawa reje nampa teba yo chang ying ngone ngo ser sok mindrawa reje nam chandu ma kiewar tat samgi nam den du ke par de pe na go nga chet
Yeah, go get Chitsa. By the way, I looked it up in the database. It's like 2 people ever talked about it. But he's being cute. Okay. Yuki Ngune, from the carpet side, from the multicolored carpet side, blue, yellow, and other colors, all these various colors, each one is sending data to the eye. Blue is sending blue data to the eye, yellow is sending yellow data to the eye, directing, right? Number tepa to the eye, okay? Soft conjunction,
Okay.
disjunctive no,
Right.
whereas, almost in English, whereas,
Yeah. So Yo Chen's
from the subject side,
not doing nothing.
blue, yellow, etc., these various colors,
Nam Chen do much.
it is not taking on that aspect. And all it can say is, there's a mess out there. Cha. There's a mix. What are you seeing? You know, you ask your eye consciousness, what are you seeing? He said, I don't know, it's a mix. He cannot distinguish between the separate colors. Okay, got it?
Almost.
So if there's any distinction of color, it's 100% coming from the object side. It's 100% coming from the object side. Because the subject is not able to distinguish between them.
So he doubled a little bit with the Kepar, the way that the mind comes into being, and that's got me a little confused, right? Like
Yeah, it is not coming into being,
Yeah.
recording separate aspects of the different colors.
Okay, Mache. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead.
Rather, it's just cha-tsam.
Okay.
All it can say, you say, what's out there? They say multicolor. Multicolor, okay?
Okay.
If you're the carpet, if you ask the carpet, what are you showing to the mind? He'll say, I got blue, I'm showing him yellow, I'm showing him red. Then you go to the eyeball and you say, what do you see? He says, I see a mix. He can't distinguish between, it's tawa. I say, I see a pattern.
Interesting.
I don't see separate colors, okay?
So it's implying somehow that the mind does come into being with the idea that there's a bunch of colors out there, it just can't name them.
Exactly, yeah. It can't distinguish them. And that's called the patchwork school. That's called the patchwork school. Chatsam, just a patch. And because they believe that,
The patchwork egg. Okay.
they're called the half an egg school.
Half an egg. Okay.
Okay, all the eggs are in one basket. Which one?
Object.
The object side, yeah. And none of them are in the eye
Which is
consciousness
not
side.
totally true because the eye
Okay.
consciousness does seem to know that there's a mix of stuff.
That's true. And I had this, I don't know, I had this vision. I don't know if it's what he means, and there's no way to find out. I mean, this is lost to history. There's no way to find out. I checked, come on.
Called him.
To me, it's like you crack an egg, and then all the egg stays in one half.
Oh yeah.
And that's what came up in my mind when I read it, you know. Everything is in the subject half, and the object half, and the subject half is empty. That's how I was thinking, oh, that makes sense. But it took me so long to get there.
That's how you get the yoke.
And I took a lot of notes about these guys. You could, okay, a couple pages of notes. I don't think it's worth reading.
Deal.
Okay.
You talked me out of it.
But just so you know, I went and looked. There's like 5 pages of notes.
Okay.
Except for this part. I like this one.
Oh, you seem to.
And I put it in 16 point, so it would, 18 point, so it would jump at us. Okay, let's read that together.
Where did it come from? What are we looking at?
I'm going to tell you.
Deal.
Oh, by the way, we're quoting Jamya Shepa probably. Yeah, Jamya Shepa. Because you know that because if you have these weird backslashes everywhere, we're in Jamya Shepa. That's a new thing. If we ever take them out, I'm in trouble. If we ever clean it up, I'm in trouble. The typist for that text series was drunk and he kept adding these backslashes. But it helps me identify the author immediately. Okay, it's Choni Lama's teacher, one of his teachers. Okay, and okay, let's start here. Read from here. Dedaki,
Well,
and then you're gonna skip this Library of Congress data here.
Dedaki Mingden Gen Sangwei.
Mingden Gen Sangwei. Yeah, I think it's that.
Okay. Ngombo dang dup de ze chik pe ngombo tengi Jamie tak sok jin ye yuba de nye ki rang zin yu chen de la namba te la
Mm-hmm.
yu chen de la ngo sok de nye ki nam den du ke wa perna ta zin mi she la ta woi no sok jin ye ki nam pa de tar mikshe de yang no ser sok jin ye ki nam den du ke wa shin de
Tena.
hena sung jin tong yam she chao.
Yeah, so very few scholars were interested in this division of the mind-only school. But one was Jamya Shepa. Now, why do you think Choni Lama put it in his book?
Because that's his teacher.
He learned mind only from Jamya Shepa, probably. Okay, so for him it was important. Okay,
Okay.
so now let's go back to the 18 point.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, Dedaki Mingden. Why do they call them half-eggers? See, I like excited. You know, I'm like, wow, where they get their names from? Gen Sangwa, which is half of somebody's name. Gensang says.
Okay, again.
Gensang says.
Okay.
And I found it here. He's in a nice group called, is he? Hang on.
Well, are we okay?
There's 2 Gensangwas. One is Bhadra Vaha. Okay, here. And I think it's not him.
Okay.
That's an old Indian scholar.
Okay.
And then here's a reference by Chankya Rinpoche, okay, who says, I learned this, I wrote this because the great master Gensang told me to. So I'm guessing it's the teacher of this Chankya, okay?
Who likes the Drupta himself?
And I kept looking. There is a Gensangwa who wrote something in the Tengyur, but I don't think it's the one. I think it's the teacher of Chankya who wrote the great Druptas. I think. Okay. So anyway, he said, you want to know why they're called equalists and eggshellists and mixists? What do you call it?
Yeah.
Towel. Guys, checkered school, sub school, checkered guys. Okay, now he's going to explain the equalist. Here we go. Ngombo dan dubde ze chikbe ngombo tengi che mitaso chine yepa. Dubde ze jik, okay, misspelled here. Okay, I think if you do a statistical analysis, I say it used to be like this, okay? Drupte Zeichik means included in the same ball of stuff. And day meaning group. Okay, so Zeichik.
Day.
Drupte Zeichik is an idiom. Drupte Zeichik, 4-syllable idiom. Okay, Drupte Zeichik means included into one entity.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay, so blue. Again.
yeah, Ngombodan, which is combined with it, with Chikpe. Ngombotangne, what is combined with the blue? Well, on top of the blue, you got the fact that produced things are impermanent. Okay, Chimta. Chimta. Okay, the fact that produced things are changing. The fact that produced things are changing. It's similar to Adam's text, where the sky is blue was a quality of everything. Okay, the fact that, okay, which is lumped into a ball of existence along with blue.
Okay.
Okay.
So
And it's
before
kind
it's
of
over,
so, do you think it's
Oh,
like
okay.
the four seals or the other or something specific?
Let's stop here,
Okay. Let's go.
because it's going to get complicated. It's going to get much more complicated.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Where are those guys going? What's going on down there?
Tomfoolery. Sashi
Puki
puki jushi metok jam rira lingshi nine genpali sangye shingdu mikte uwargi jokun namda shingha chuparsho idam gururana mandala kandiyatayami gewati gewokun Sunam yeshe sok shing, sunam yeshe le jungwe, dambar kunyi tobar sho.
Hey.
Thank you, God.
Yeah.
I'm confused. We'll get there. You'll get me there.
Well, what's interesting to me, frankly, is that every time we cover the mind-only school with somebody, they say, "Oh, the big point is something different." You see what I mean? In Chang'e Lekshen Yinbo, the big thing is Senin Sun. In his golden key and in the difficult points, the big deal is the eight consciousnesses, right?
well, I have a comment,
Yeah.
because I think this might explain some of the discrepancies between like course 15 and some of the information we're getting now about the mind. Because
Because in course
because
15,
in course 15, well, first of all,
well, we focused on the three qualities, right?
yeah, you focus on three qualities, but basically, we're saying like it's mind. You call it mind only, but it's not actually mind only.
Yeah, they don't believe blue is made of mind, but these people are saying it is.
Right, and
Yeah.
and so, but in our text now, there's like it seems like with what they're saying about the kunshi, that would actually mean like it couldn't be the 0%, 100% thing like Mahamudra or 6 grade.
Oh, good. That's nice.
It couldn't be because
Yeah.
if ever it's all mine, then it's always 100% within the seeds in the kunshi.
Well, this is going to help me because if Ori comes up to me and says, "You're not teaching what you taught in course 15," I can say, "Well, I'm actually teaching a different sub school." Because in course 15, I was teaching about how things are 0% mind. They're not called mind only because of objects are made of mind. But later on, I was teaching the Chawo school, or the 50-50, or the eggshell school. And that's the best way to shut somebody out because they have no idea what you're talking about.
Neither do we.
Because we just uncovered it for the first time.
I'm an eggshell school.
Yeah. What, you never heard of the eggshell school?
Oh, you mean the patchwork school? Oh.
Yeah.
What's the first one called? Oh, 50-50. 50-50, eggshell, and patchwork.
So those were three different divisions of the truth.
Yeah,
side?
true
The
aspect.
truthers.
Truthers. And then there's
Later, I suppose we'll get to the fake aspect.
the liars. Yeah. Liars not having a So it came back, so she's actually sitting.
gotta have her breath together. She's gonna
That's why we're.
breathe, right, Aisha? You're like the only person in here that's had a baby, I think, except for Ina. So would it hurt a lot if you had a bad cold and you had a baby? Probably. Or you just ignore it.
When what?
If you're